Hello friends, this is Chadha from Astro Healer channel. Now this video that I am uploading is something that I personally call is the churning of the universe. Like we had the churning of the ocean, the Sagar Manthan, April. All 9 planets is making a change in their sign. Of course, nakshatra changes. The month begins the 1st of April with the Amavasya. It ends with a solar eclipse. Then we have got close conjunction of Saturn and Mars. We have got Mercury in the Gandanta point on the 7th. We have Sun getting into the exaltation and so on. Now, keeping all this in mind, let us look at what is there in the month of April. And obviously, I'm not going to talk about each sign and each lagna. This video I shall be maybe uploading in the next 2 days. Now, if you look at the Kalpurusha Kundli, so if you look at the Kalpurusha Kundli, the Kalpurusha Kundli shows you something like this. There's going to be Sun soon on the 14th of April in the sign of Aries along with Rahu. Mercury is here. Then Ketu. The axis, when Moon will join this place on the 30th, that's going to be the eclipse. Now, Saturn and Mars you can see over here together, but then Mars is going to move in the next sign on the 7th of April, which will go into the sign of Aquarius. Soon Saturn also will make a move into the sign of Aquarius on the 29th of April. Jupiter is already here. There is going to be a war-like situation. A war means a planetary war between Venus and Jupiter again in the same month. Now, keeping all this in mind, let us look what the month April holds for us. See, I can call this month as a very chaotic month. Throughout the month, all the planets are going to make some the sign changes. The month ends with the solar eclipse. Jupiter transits into the sign of Pisces on the 13th of April. And on 13th of April, Jupiter shall be in its exalted in Navamsha, because it would be getting into the nakshatra of Purva Bhadrapada, fourth pada, and the sign is Pisces. This transit would bring, of course, a lot of positivity, creative energy is there. Spirituality will, you'll see, spirituality would be the essence all around now. And that is the reason why all these planets is giving you a sign that it's time for us to get all spiritual. It's a very good move as far as Jupiter is concerned for the sign of Taurus, for Cancer, for Virgo, Scorpio, Aquarius as a moon sign. I'm indicating it over here as a moon sign. You can also look at the Lagna as well. Next movement is going to be of Saturn. The transit into its Mula Trikona sign would be on the 29th of this month, April. Again, Saturn also is getting exalted because it is getting into the nakshatra, the 3rd pada of Dhanishta in the sign of Aquarius. So again, a very great event, I would say. Saturn talks about justice, equality. It's a new beginning of a social order. You will see Saturn in Aquarius will also denote spiritual vibration. Now, two planets. Jupiter talks about spiritualism. The next sign also talks about spiritual vibration. Saturn's transit into Aquarius will be good for Aries, Virgo, and Sagittarius. Sagittarius are just about to come out of the Sadhasati period. It is going to bring some relief for the sign of Gemini, because all this while Saturn was in the 8th house. So it is like a dhaya. The sign Cancer needs to be a little careful with the movement of Saturn. Mercury again is coming out of the debilitation on the 8th of April. On the 7th of April, you will see that Mercury will be at the Gandanta point. After 17th of April, Mercury would be out of combustion as well. This is going to improve trade, commerce, communication. So all these areas will now start flourishing. I'm giving you all positive sign up till now. Sun is going to be into the exaltation, because Sun is exalted in the sign of Aries. It is getting into Aries on the 14th of April. It can be denoted as a beginning, a new beginning, time for healing, time for positive energy. Yes, it will also heighten your ego. So you need to be very careful that ego could be the only reason why you can see a negative impact on you. Venus. Now Venus is coming again into exaltation sign of Pisces. Right? On the 27th of April. Again, this is a very spiritual movement. It talks about creative energy. It's a very high universal love and compassion. It's a very good sign for finances also, individually as well. When Mercury will come into the sign of Taurus, which is going to happen on the 25th of April, this is going to now break the Kal Sarpa Yoga. All this while we were in the Kal Sarpa Yoga. Now I am coming to the main point. See, there are some important word of caution that I want to tell you, which is going to destabilize each one of us on a global level, mundane level, and that is going to be these things. Rahu moving into the sign of Aries and Ketu moving into the sign of Libra on the 12th of April. Now, from here on, I'm going to tell you something which we have to be very careful. It is the beginning of a very destructive phase in terms of what we meant for ourselves and how to interact with people. It is highly beneficial for the sign of Gemini, Scorpio, Aquarius, moon sign as well as Lagna. Cancer is going to get mixed result. Again, a conjunction of Mars and Saturn, on which I have already made a video, at 28 degrees alignment. It is actually, to be precise, 28.14 on the 5th of April, and the effect is going to last for till 7th. Mars and Saturn conjunctions shows a very volatile, frustrating, aggressive, warlike situation, volcanoes, earthquakes, air crashes and whatnot. Believe me, all the destruction over here also is, if you look at it, is on a very positive sign as well. I always told you, the universe, the earth is going through a lot of pain. and all this pain has been caused by us. Whatever we have done, the resources that how we have been using, you will see that Earth is now trying to balance itself, and when Earth is going to, the universe is going to balance, definitely there's going to be some termination as well. One more thing to be noted over here is on the 5th of April, same day, Jupiter also will be at 28 degrees sharp in the sign of Aquarius. Some very impulsive action can disturb people or the wisdom of people, I would say. Coming to the solar eclipse on the 30th of April, please remember, I have always said, it is not the lunar eclipse or solar eclipse. On that day, maybe on a personal level, you will feel a little disturbed, negative energy, depressive. But the effect of eclipse lasts as far as lunar Chandragrahan is for 40 days, and in case of solar eclipse, the effect lasts for 120 days, or you can say 4 months. Please keep this in mind. It's going to have the effect for the next 120 days. Since this is happening in the sign of Aries and also Sun is into exaltation, it shows very clearly it is the end of the old way of thinking, the old school, old cycle, and it is a new beginning for all of us. Please remember, this is also a Hindu new calendar year which is taking place. For Gemini, Scorpio and Aquarius moon sign, the solar eclipse will bring out very positive changes in their life for the next 4 months, counting from the day of the eclipse, that is 30th of April. At the end of the month of April, 2 gurus, known as gurus, the guru of the god Jupiter, the guru of the demons Venus, will get into a planetary war. This is going to signify there are going to be some clashes of the ideologies during this time. Now, there is more information to be given, because now we shall be talking about in the next video about how it is going to affect each sign, each lagna, each rashi. So I would request you to please hold on and wait for my next video, where I shall be talking about the prediction for this event, how it's going to impact each lagna and each rashi. Thank you for watching this video. Take care of, good care of yourself. Be positive, be receptive. 9 days of Durga, if you can get into, just meditate, just be a good person, and all is well. Thank you. Take care.